Hello and welcome to Mickey Collects Poke, where I talk about anything and everything Pokemon TCG. We were lucky enough to secure a Lost Origins booster box before release day, and another reason I'm excited is because the Singapore Regionals is coming up and Lost Origins cards are legal in the tournament. And if I'm not wrong, this will be the first official Pokemon tournament where Lost Origins cards are allowed. So can't wait to open this booster box up. Let's go. Alright, here we go. We have our very first pack. So for the first few packs, we will spend more time looking at the pack artwork as well as the cards inside. So first up, we have the Hisuian Zoroark. So really excited. Our chase card, probably the, what's that? Gold Garantina V? Go Garantina V-Star. So Garantina is a brand new mechanism that Lost Zone in general is a new mechanism that we would like to explore. Even in the new it has been in the TCG before. Now it has come back. So here is the Garantina pack artwork. Take a look at this. So yeah, really excited to see how the Lost Zone fares in the Pokemon TCG. Okay, Psychic Energy, we have Dark Energy, let's go. Steel Energy, we have a Komala, so if a Pokemon is asleep and knocked out, you can't take any prize cards. Okay. Okay, Rosette. Fantina is a very useful card. Essentially, you can only use this card if you have 10 or more cards in the Lost Zone, and then all your Pokemon in fact take 120 damage less, from Pokemon V. Very useful card. Murkrow, Rumpel, Clefairy, also seeing a lot of gameplay, especially in Psychic decks. Lickitung, Horsey, Hariyama, Reverse Hollow, and a Comfey. So this is the main engine of the Lost Zone mechanic. So you always want to start with this when you are playing a Lost Zone deck. Essentially, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may take at the top 2 cards in your deck and then choose one to put in the Lost Zone and one in your hand. So this is your draw mechanism as well as getting cards into the Lost Zone. So yeah, very powerful card. We definitely need 4 of this in the deck. Okay, we get our first black code finally. And Fire Energy, Water, and Porygon 2. Coressus Experiment, another crucial card in Lost Zone decks. Essentially, take a look at top 5 cards, put 3 of them in your hand, 2 in the Lost Zone. So you essentially draw 5 more cards, right, and decide what to do with them. Phantom, Gligar, Sudowoodo, Bronzor. Hey, we have a Leon's Charizard character rare. Very nice. Do we get a double hit? Nope, it's a Kingdra. So Kingdra is good in the Finneon deck, which we might come to later. So take a look at the Leon's Charizard by itself, a very good mechanism. This appeared in Vivid Voltage. Okay, so yep. So Vivid Voltage Charizard gets a so-called reprint. Okay, another black code, 1, 2, 3, 4, and yep, we do have something. So it's Lightning Energy. Nope, Steel. Panic Mask. Kind of sums up COVID. Panic Mask. Rhydon, Sudowoodo, Bronzor, Electrike, Ghastly, Binacle. We have our first Radiant Pokemon, Radiant Hisuian Sneasler. During your checkup, put 2 more damage counters if your opponent's Pokemon is poison. Okay, so this is good in poison decks, and we have Rotom V. Okay, we are warming up. So Rotom V, instant charge. Once during your turn, you can draw 3 cards. If you use this ability, your turn ends. Okay, might be useful to get yourself out of sticky situations, but yep, I don't think many people will use it. This is my favorite artwork, the Hisuian Zoroark. So, which also has seen some gameplay. It's quite a fun deck to use. Whether it has been Mirage Gate, yay! Sorry, I'm stuttering a bit because Mirage Gate is also a very good card to use in the Lost Zone mechanics. You will want at least 3 to 4. So use this if you only if you have 7 or more cards in the Lost Zone. Search your deck for 2 basic energies of different types and then attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. Okay. Okay. So very useful. Arizu, and this is good for like Zoroark decks. Arizu. Sorry about that. So yeah, search your deck for 3 evolution Pokemon and then put them in your hand. Okay. Rhyhorn, Ipom, Roselia, Gumi. Gumi's so cute, right? And I do want a Gudra as well, so Gudra deck sounds like a lot of fun to play with. So Giratina deck, pack art. So Gudra is one of the decks that I also want to try out, the Gudra V-Star. Very ultra defensive, but at the same time packs a punch. So normally when you see defensive deck, they don't attack for huge amounts, but Gudra attacks for at least 200, right? Iskan, Kabink, Gumi again, Meditite, oops, let me see that, yep. Gligar, Phantom, Shuppert, and a Honchkrow. Okay. Oh, this Gardevoir is so nice. Spark, Radiant Gardevoir would be nice as well. It does reduce your damage from your opponent's Pokemon by 20. Fighting Energy, Swanna, Gloom, Luminion, Tynamo, Litleo, Mienfoo, Litwit, Snover, Relicanth, and then a Poliwrath. Okay, so next up, this is the brand new Pokemon, if I'm not wrong. Forgot its name though. The one that only appeared in Legend of Arceus, if I'm not wrong. Do correct me if I'm wrong, right? Okay, oops, that is the rare. Okay, we have the rare Machamp. I took 1 card more. Colors Experiment. Oh, okay, some of the cards are inverted. Rhyhorn, Ipom, Roselia, and Gliscor. Okay, back to the Zoroark pack. One, two, three, four. Water energy. Oh no, there's no energy. Right. Lady, Sliggoo, Electrike. So I've seen this being played with Vikavolt deck. Just watch a video actually. So when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may flip a coin. If hits, your opponent's active Pokemon is paralyzed. So the only way to get out of paralysis is by using switch or switch card, any switching mechanism. So but if your opponent is item locked, they can't use switch, so essentially they only can use supporters like Birdkeeper. They can't even use cross switch. So but if you are item locked, you can't use switch or switch card or cross switch. So essentially your opponent's Pokemon is stuck there and paralyzed. So I want to talk about Finneon. Finneon has its own mechanism. As often as you like, during your turn you may attach a water Pokemon from your hand to one of your Pokemon with the swim freely attack. So there will be a few other Pokemon with the swim freely attack that you can attach many water energy to. And then Politoed. By itself, Politoed is also very nice. So 60 more damage if your Poliwhirl is on the bench and if Poliwrath is on your bench, right? It's a fun deck. It's a fun single prizer deck. Okay, so next up is the Giratina pack art. We don't have a major hit so far, but that's fine. We are less than halfway through the whole box. Psychic Energy. Alright, let's go. Mirage Gate again, so I guess that's 2 so far, 2 or 3. Slugma, Dynamo, Litleo, Mienfoo, Litwit, Inkay, and a Stonejourner. Okay, I changed my mind. I love the Gardevoir pack up even more. Right? So it's Gardevoir over Hisuian Zoroark. Right, need to how do I open this? I've always maintained that, I always thought that the harder the pack is to open, the bigger the hit, right? And there we go, we have a black hole. Right, we feel a hit. We do have a hit. Seadra. So this is one of the swim freely Pokemon. You get a during opponent's next turn, prevent all damage and attack done to this Pokemon. So, but you want this more on the Kingdra, so you put all the as many water energy onto Seadra and then evolve it to Kingdra. Thorn. This is going to be a very hard card to deal with because you can choose a basic Pokemon from your discard pile and switch it with your basic Pokemon in play, and all energies and cards attached will still be on the new Pokemon. And then if this is the second turn your basic Pokemon is there, which means you can evolve it right after you use Thorn. So this trainer can pull off quite a few combos, right? Mienshao, Basculin, Jinx, Makuhita, Bronzor, Phalanx, and a Adventurous Discovery and a Curium VMAX. We have a double hit. Wow, nice. This is the best pack so far. So Adventurous Discovery, I've always wondered why it doesn't have a full art version, because it's really useful in a lot of decks, especially if you play decks like Arceus decks or even V-Union decks especially have seen lots of Adventurous Discovery use. Right, so we are going to go a bit faster because it's been more than 10 minutes and then I'm still less than halfway done. So I don't want to drag this opening as for the sake of dragging it, so we are going to go faster. Okay, we do have another hit. Water energy, let's go. Sona, Gloom, Luminion, Phalanx, Poliwag, Oddish, Growlithe, Seedot, Polygon 2, and we have a V, I guess. Aerodactyl V, very nice. So Aerodactyl V Max, no, V Star. I'm on the fence about it. Essentially, if Aerodactyl V Star is on the field and you use the V Star attack, I believe, then your opponent cannot use their V Star ability or attack. So it kind of is like the I forgot what is it called, Latias or Latios GX, whereby you prevent your opponent from using their GX attack. But Aerodactyl is not so good in the sense that it must stay in play for if your opponent gets rid of Aerodactyl V Star, they can use their V Star ability or attack. Paras, Inkay, Korax's Experiment Reverse Holo, that's something I would need in my deck. And a Cramorant. Cramorant is also a very essential card in a lot of Lost Zone decks, essentially. Essential card, essentially. Okay, never mind. So, Lost Provisions, if you have 4 or more cards in the Lost Zone, ignore all energy cost in this Pokemon. So essentially, I'm using a lot of Essential today. Okay, so you can attack for free if you have 4 or more cards in the Lost Zone, and this can be your secondary attacker, and it can be used also to end off games. Okay, so Lost Origins. It's a brand new mechanism, something like Fusion Strike, whereby this whole set is dedicated to one single mechanism, which can be a good or bad thing, you know, right? Okay, I don't think we have anything. Grass Energy, Lady, Sligo, Electrite, Paras, Basculin, Jinx, Makuhita, Bronzor. Hey, Hisuian Arcanine, very nice. So very vulnerable, so is the name of the attack. Oops, I just dropped my sleeve. I'll pick it up later. If you have no cards in your hand, this attack does 150 more damage. Okay, and then Shark Fang. 8 Shiftry is the regular rare. Okay, let's see what Shiftry does. Maybe it can do something. If you may have your opponent switch their... Okay, so it's a boss. And put this card and all attached cards in the Lost Zone after attacking for 1 energy. Interesting. Gardevoir pack art next. It's a stage 2 though. Okay, it's a white code. Dark Energy, let's go. Lightning Energy. Lost Vacuum, very nice. So you can choose to with just 2 or a stadium and then put it in the lost zone. Very nice. So helps to get rid of stuff that you don't like, as well as put more cards in the lost zone. Okay, Porygon, Ducklet, Viper, and then Spiritomb is our regular red. Oh, Spiritomb can be useful as well. If it's knocked out, search your deck for a card and put it in your hand. Right, okay. Useful search mechanism, I guess. Will it get a lot of use? Probably not. White code, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fighting energy? Yeah, right. Seadra, Thorthorn, Mienshao, Ducklet, Blipbug, Finion, Zorua, Inkay, Magiana, and a Malamar. Okay, so let's go. So regionals wise, I'm still undecided to play what deck to use, because with Lost Origins coming out, we don't know what combos might come out. A lot of us are just following deck lists from Japan because they have it earlier than us, and yeah, so that's what most Lost Origins players have been doing, playing proxies and whatnot. We are going to try out every combo that we can to find the best deck that can suit us, right? Give energy, so this is like the Lucky Egg, except it's in the energy form. If it gets knocked out, you get to top up your hand to 7 cards. Lost City, this is fine, I guess. Any Pokemon that gets knocked out goes to the Lost Zone instead of this card. Although this will be useful against single prizer decks like your Regis, because once you put them in the Lost Zone, they can't recover it. But whether will it be seeing a lot of use, I doubt so, because it doesn't add a lot of advantage, especially if you're not playing single price decks. So Gardevoir Pet Art, let's go. Maybe some might put 1 or 2 to counter the Regi deck, but these single prizer decks, they also know that to counter this stadium, so they'll put their counter stadiums in play very, very quickly. And Fire Energy, Psychic, Medicham, Miss Fortune Sisters, so take a look at the top 3 cards and discard any item cards you find there. So this will be good for milling decks. And then Sudowoodo, Electrike, love this, Murkrow, and a Hisuian, Basculegion. Oh, right, my friend wanted this, so this is for you. So discard, deals damage and discard cards from your hand, I believe. Oh, that's 20 damage for each basic energy card in your discard pile, right? And then shuffle them back in. Could be useful, could be useful. Spicy deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dark Energy, Steel Energy, Lost Vacuum, Gastrodon, Lampert, love this, Gligar, Wurmple, Rhyhorn, Murkrow, 2 box, could be useful. Take a look at top 7 cards and get any number of tools, right? Any number of Pokemon tools, right? And Bufflan. We are in the second half of the box already, as you can see over here. So yeah, like I was saying, we still don't know how Lost Origins cards will work. And you know, add a little bit of your own variation to it. So it's the time you take to practice, right? We might not have enough time to practice, to be familiar with the decks, to really use it for a tournament. Although I do believe we will definitely see some. And we get a Kyurem V, very nice. So Kyurem has seen lots of action along with Palkia. One thing is because it is not weak to lightning, but it's weak to steel, and that means that if you play this with Palkia, you are not that scared of flying Pikachus or any other lightning decks. And 2, it does pack a punch, the V Max, right? So it can do a ton of damage with not so many energies, so, and you can charge yourself, so that is why a lot of people are choosing to pair the Kyurem VMAX with Palkia V-Star. Okay, Electrike, Clefable, and a Banette. So what does Banette do? Once during a turn, you can put a supporter card from this card pile to your hand and then put this into the lost zone. Pretty useful. I would say not too bad. Essentially, you can grab you back your boss or boss's order and whatnot, right? Okay, let me. Yep, there you go. So this could be useful, but you won't see a lot of people play lots of it, right? Okay, we do have a hit. I think Fighting Energy, Grass Energy, Bronzor, Choresis Experiment, Komala, Slugma, Clefairy, Ipom, Spinnerack, whoops, Litwick, Ariados, and we do have a V Max. No, it's a full art. A full art, Galarian Berserker V. Okay, I like the name of the attack. Feeling fine. Draw 3 cards. And then Treasure Rush, this attack does 20 damage for each card in your hand. Ooh, I see the combo there. I see the combo there. Not gonna be played a lot, to be honest, but yeah, it could be spicy because it is vulnerable to Mani, right? Mani or Roxanne. So nah, it's not gonna be played a lot, to be honest. Psychic Energy, Lightning, Miss Fortune Sisters, Porygon 2, Lake Equity, Litwick, Roselia, Rockruff, Seal, Shuppet, Darklet, and a Parasect. Next up, Hisuian Zoroark deck. Pack deck. Yep, so I am a bit intrigued by the Hisuian Zoroark package with Gengar. So Gengar allows you to summon it from the bench, from the discard pile to the bench, and then add 3 damage counters on it. And then Hisuian Zoroark essentially deals damage. Ooh, we have a Radiant Gardevoir, something that I've been wanting. So all of your Pokemon take 20 less damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon V, and then a Trevenant. So this will be good in defensive decks like Gudra, although I do see more people playing Radiant Greninja more than Radiant Gardevoir in Gudra decks. But other defensive decks like maybe your Metagross or your Dracozolt or your Stonejourner even can consider putting a one-off Gardevoir in. Psychic, Fire, Makuhita, Arcphone, Medicham, Lickitung, Slugma, Clefairy, Ipom, Spinnerack. Ooh, there we go. We were just talking about this Gengar, which allows you to shift from your discard pile to the bench, and then Hisuian Zoroark V-Star will deal damage according to number of Pokemon, your number of Pokemon in play with damage counters. So it can do up to 300 damage with, I believe, just 2 energy. Yep. So I hope we do pull it. Although personally I want the Gudra V-Star or the Giratina V-Star more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Steel Energy, we haven't seen that for a while. Psychic, Ambipom, Obama Snow, Damage Pump, Bronzor, Snover, Jinx, Inkay. Oh, we just saw the reverse hollow slot. Spectrier, and then Mr. Mime. Okay, so next up, yeah, so lots of new mechanisms to play with. I can't wait to play the game with Lost Origins card on PTCGO as well as in real life. 3, 4. There we go. It's the V-Star marker. So Choresis Experiment, we have quite a few of this. I believe we have enough Choresis Experiment to form a deck. So we need more cards like Comfy and whatnot, right? Lady, search your deck for 4 basic energy cards and put them in your hand, and then a Dustox. Okay, Zoroark, here we go. So we are left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is our 8th last pack. Yeah, so if you are excited to take part for the new worlds or to or the regionals to qualify for the new worlds next year, drop a comment, right? Because it will be held in Yokohama, and we do want, Japan is a place that I never get sick of visiting. Mirage Gate, again, very nice. Cascoon, Ghastly, Darklet. Yeah, I do miss Japan. The last time I've been there, Spiritomb, Reverse Hollow, and a Berserker V, which we see again. The Fuwa and now the normal V. Yep. So Yokohama, haven't been there. Been to Tokyo a few times. Love the place, which is why I've been revisiting Tokyo for quite some time, right? But the last trip was quite a few years back, and I definitely do want to go back. Steel Energy, Water, Stunfisk, Box of Disaster. What a well-named card. If this Pokemon V, if the Pokemon V this card is attached to has full HP and knocked out, and then put 8 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. Yep, probably won't see a lot of play, probably. Snover, Jinx, Inkay, Mienfoo, and a Arcanine. Hisuian Arcanine. Okay, Gardevoir, hope you bring us some luck. We are slowing down in terms of hits, right? We haven't had a V-Star yet, I believe. Dark Energy, yep. Oops. Yep, the rapper just flew. Wind Up Arm, Horsey, Medikite, Shallows, Mienfoo, Litleo, Mr. Mime, Reverse Hollow, and a Greedent. Alright. There we go. Sorry, I don't know your name, but yeah, I'm opening the pack. Hope you bring us some luck. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grass Leaf Energy. Let's go. Yay! That's something. Obama Snow, Damage Palm, Survivor, Litleo, Ghastly, Darklet, Hisuian Zorua, Binacle, Cascoon, and a Raichu. Ooh, I heard Raichu is pretty good. Grab a coin. Your opponent's Pokemon is paralyzed. If you use your V-Star power, this attack does 120 more damage. Wow. Could be useful, 220 damage for 3 energies. Essentially, it knocks out almost every V, and then definitely one-shot Palkia. Right. Okay. Hopefully this is something good. Psychic Energy, Luminion, Wind Up Arm, Macho, Electrite, Murkrow, Sharpred, Wurmple, Tynamo, Jinx, and a Beautifly. So we are down to our last 3 packs. Still no sign of any V-Star yet. Let's hope we do get something good, right? Could be the last pack. Fire Energy, Lightning, Gastrodon, Haunter, Poliwhirl, Murkrow, Sharpred, Wurmple, Tynamo, Seedot, Doppler, and a Gliscor. Last 2 packs. Oops, knocked the camera over here. Giratina. Okay, so I do hope we get at least 1 V-Star. No, I wouldn't say at least. I do hope we get 1 V-Star. That's all we need, right? Psychic Energy, Fighting, Mirage Gate. We do have a lot of this, so that's good. So we have most of the common, uncommon playables that we need for the deck. Magcargo. So last pack, and it's a Gardevoir. Let's see if we can get some last pack magic. Alright. Oh, that's a good sign. And yes, we do have something. Texture feels different, right? Riley. Okay, Gloom, Fantina. Definitely need this. I think this is only our 2nd copy of it. So yeah, we might need to get 1 more. I think we have a V-Star. I think Politoed, and it is a V-Star. Okay, so what is it? 1, 2, and it is a Aerodactyl V-Star. Okay, we were just talking about it, so let's just go through it. Ancient Star is the one that you want to look at. The V-Star attack, no, it's it's an attack. Doesn't cause any damage though. So until this Pokemon leaves play, it gains an ability that has the effect your opponent's Pokemon V in play except any Aerodactyl V-Star have no abilities. Okay. Oh, it is abilities. So I was mistaken. I thought that they cannot use their V-Star. So it totally shuts off all abilities until this Pokemon leaves play. So that can actually be useful. Okay, so on to the summary. Alright, for the hits here we have, for the Vs we have a Rotom V, an Aerodactyl V, Kyurem V, Galarian Berserker V, and then for the full art we have Galarian Berserker V. We have the Kyurem V Max, which I think we haven't touched on just now, so I just go briefly over it. Ability allows you to, once during a turn, discard the top card of your deck. If it's a water energy, you can attach it to it, right? So very useful to combine with cards like Oranguru or Switching Cups, right? Okay, so Radiant Pokemon, we have the Radiant Gardevoir. And then, oh, I believe we have another Radiant. Yep, there we go. Skipped a little bit. Radiant, Hisuian Sneasler. And then for the trainer gallery, the best one definitely is the Charizard. Who doesn't love Charizard, right? And then Hisuian Arcanine, Gengar. And then for the V-Star, we have the Aerodactyl V-Star. And then the Adventurous Discovery for the full art cards. Alright, so that was the early opening for the Lost Origins booster box. And while I was going through my code cards, I found something rare. A code card without anything on it. Yeah, but that's okay. Really enjoyed the box opening. Hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did filming it for you guys. Are you looking forward to opening and playing Lost Origins cards? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for coming to the end of this video. I'll see you in the next one.